All right. What's going on? Good morning. Sinner, what's going on? Sinner Still Chosen. I don't actually recognize the name. I apologize. I'm happy to have you here. I appreciate it. Please consider dropping a subscribe. We're growing steady. We're trying to get to 200 subs here. Oh, you're Ghost? What's going on? What's going on, Abel Ghost? What's happening, buddy? Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm getting the cardio started a little late. Awesome. Thanks for showing up, man. Appreciate it. And I'm getting started. Is that the new account? Because you're worried about, you thought you were having ban issues there? So we're a little late getting started this morning, but just our cardio today. So we're just getting our steps in anyway. Change some settings in the name. Okay, awesome. Well, I'm happy you're here, man. It's awesome. Has it worked? Has like the chat thing not been as much of a problem? Or I guess you still probably haven't found out for sure yet, but thanks for joining, guys. Anybody, if you're new, please drop a like, a subscribe, a comment. Helps me out a ton. We're almost at that 200 goal, which means I almost owe you guys 50 push-ups. Let's see. Yeah. Jordan, what's going on? Thanks for being here. How's your guys' Sunday starting up? Is it Sunday for you guys right now? I think so, right? Yeah, nice. You guys doing anything fun and exciting? Today is like basically my rest day. I have cardio, get my steps in, but I got to do a lot of packing and stuff because I'm away this week for work. So it's just a lot of hanging out with the kiddos, packing, all that stuff. Yeah, it's evening for you guys. That's right. Or evening for you. Sorry, Abel. I'll just call you Sin. Sin now with the new name. Yeah, I'll be live this week for sure. Well, it's 1 o'clock for you, Jordan. Cool. Yeah, I'll be live this week. You'll see me at. I'll either be at the hotel gym or at the big box gym that's like really popular up here. You guys probably heard of Good Life Fitness, maybe, I don't know, but yeah. So you'll still see me. I'll still be on. The timings might be a little wonky, when I'm on the road, I don't really have as much control of my day because I try to fill my days up as much as possible with like meetings and stuff. So if I'm away from my family, I want to make it count, right? So try to do as many meetings as possible. But I'll still do the same schedule, still work out. Yeah, DT, awesome. I appreciate that, Sin. That's awesome. Yeah, I basically have still get the same number of workouts in and cardio in the morning. So yeah, Wednesday morning you'll see me doing cardio early and the workout in the afternoon. And then yeah, I did my weigh in, so my check at the start of my cut this morning too, just so you guys know. So my weight was 206. And my body fat percentage sitting right at 15 flat. So we'll start we'll start tightening up the calories, and so that just tells me I'm going to be probably under 200 when I get down to 12%, but we knew it was a big goal to try to gain over that amount, which is fine. And yeah, we'll just keep rolling with it. We'll get cut, and then we'll try to add some lean bulk next year again, see how it goes. So far, so good. I feel good. Feel like I look all right, so we'll just keep messing with it. I haven't done my actual like physical measurements. I should do that just to see what those are in comparison to my last one 8 weeks ago. And yeah, should be good. What about you guys? You got anything planned for today? I appreciate that. Addicted. That's nice. I hope in a good way. I hope it adds something positive to your guys' days. Like, what do you guys usually get up to on a Sunday? Nothing? Just hanging out? It's good though, man. It's a good use for a Sunday. It's just a lazy day. Just chill out, do your own thing. Because yeah, it's like so much demands on our time all week long, right? Only rest. Good. It's a good choice. That's why I like when I can on Sundays just to hang out and chill too. I mentioned I got a lot of like stuff to do to get ready, but for the most part, it'll be good. Travel is just like with the kiddos, it's a bit of a pain, right? So I feel bad I'm not here and I miss them and all that stuff. So I just want to try to get it all set up, done, back home. We're good, right? But so I'm going to go to the East Coast, which is like Halifax. You guys ever heard of that area? But it's basically like the East Coast, right near the ocean. Yeah, I usually spend like 2-3-ish days there. Meet as many of my clients as I can, updates, and find out what they're up to and if I can help out, stuff like that, and then back home. I usually fly in. I have like 2-3 meetings the first day. Second day is usually like a full day, meetings all day. And third day I try to like cram in 1 or 2 before I fly home type deal. That's typically how I do it. I know some guys like to take in the sights and do all that stuff when they travel for work. I don't really do that. I did the first couple times because like it's cool, right? But for me, I don't know, I'm kind of like a, I don't know, I guess a homebody, if you want to call it that, where I like being at home with the kids and I like my little like daily routine, right? So, oh, what's a fun question we can ask today? Here we go. Fan of running, yes or no? Thought about including some more running, but why don't you aim for a 1 hour walk? I would. It's just it's too much volume for what I do now, for what I have planned out for my diet and everything. Because I'm like right at my maintenance number right now, so 1 hour would take me under quite a bit, especially in any one given day. But yeah, it's not a bad idea. Maybe that's like we'll do like a marathon stream where I'll walk for a long time and then see how many subs and likes we can get on that stream. Now we'll do like a thing where the city I'm in, I'll try to walk from one end to the other. That would take like about an hour and a bit. Not a big fan of running. Prefer a brisk walk. Yeah, same. So I prefer like just getting my steps in via walking. I don't mind running here and there. It's just not like, I don't know. It just, to me, it gets boring. It gets boring and like unnecessarily difficult, right? I feel like my joints start to hurt. Normal amount of out of breath and stuff, but it's just, I don't really see as much of a point. Yeah, I think what I've kind of come to the determination of over years of like the different studies and stuff is that not necessarily like better in any way. It's just like, but yeah, still better. Like, it's easier to do consistently without injury. So safer, I guess, in a way of speaking. Less toll on the body, requires less recovery days or less recovery period. And you can still achieve the same result as running. You just have to do longer and more, right? Before I walk like 3,000 or 4,000 steps. Yeah. So that's what I do here. 30 minutes is about between 3,000 and 4,000, depending on how fast my speed is. But that's perfect. That's like, to me, that's the perfect kind of, if you know you're going to have a lazy day, you know, you get basically half, little under half of your steps in first thing in the morning. And then even if you do have a lazy day and you don't do much, you're still going to wind up around 7,000 to 8,000. Or at least that's my experience. So I usually tell people, like, I think walking is like a most underrated fat loss tool, just getting your steps in, that people don't realize. I think like the number one thing I do when I help someone new who's trying to lose weight, I always say this in the stream, so my English improved because of you. I was poor for your stream. Oh, wow. Glad I could help, man. That's awesome. Yeah, hopefully if you hang around, we can still keep increasing your proficiency. I'll start using some bigger words and stuff to kind of help you. Like increasing how good you are at it. Yeah, it's just like one of those, when I get people started, I always say I get people to buy a step tracker or a fitness tracker. It doesn't have to be an expensive one. Amazon has some cheap ones you can get for like $20. And yeah, just track for 5 days. And everybody that's done that, yes, I'm trying while having conversation with my friends. Awesome, man. That's good. Glad you're trying. That's amazing. I wish I proficiently spoke multiple languages, but I only know bits and pieces of other languages. Yeah, but most people, when they do that, when they track for 5 days and then they average out, mostly they usually find out they're only walking about like, I don't know, 4,000 or 6,000 steps total in a day. And they're like blown away by how little it is. I need a visa desperately. Are you trying to come over for like school or just permanent? What's the idea? Alvin, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for being here. Let's see if we can chill a little bit with the emojis this time. Work visa. Okay, nice. What industry are you in, if you don't mind me asking? Because I know right now we're in desperate need of medical personnel. My new family. Yeah. Yeah, man. Appreciate you being here, buddy. So we're building a community like a little family here. Yeah, because I know Canada in general is looking for health and medical personnel, especially in like more remote towns and cities. So because of our lovely, is that Modi? Is that your prime minister? And what is it about the difficulty? They just see it. Yeah, they just see it as like a haven for corruption, which is weird because. So one of the managers, like money managers that I work for, is of Indian descent, and they have pretty heavy investment in Indian infrastructure company. And people always get into like, oh, the corruption there and blah, blah, blah. But he always says the same thing, and I kind of agree with him, to be honest, is he always says like, there's no more here than there is anywhere else. Like, there's the same level of corruption, right? Like, sure, you have like the rich, high-ranking like government officials. Yeah, dictatorship. Yeah. It is leaning more towards a dictatorial thing, but corruption-wise, it's like pretty much the same as anywhere else. I know they love to act like Canada and the US doesn't have corruption. We definitely do, but definitely like I would say Canada on a bit of a smaller scale than some of the other countries in the world, but yeah, definitely dictatorship. So sorry, will we call MJ in Sweden in I'm not sure what that says. I apologize. But I'm trying to read what it says, but I don't really get it. Epps, thoughts on the Epstein file? All of them need to burn. Everybody who's in them, that has a direct connection to any of the things that happen affecting little kids, needs to burn at the stake. Don't care who it is. Don't care what party they represent. I've always said, to me, women and children, off limits. The minute you mess with women and children, that's it. You got to go. Wood chipper. Toss them in the wood chipper, all of them. I don't mess around with that stuff, man. Women and kids are off limits. And the fact that it's been so quick to pivot to like worries about Iran and like any other kind of nonsense news cycle story is crazy to me. I think more people are not mad enough. Right? I think there's some crimes that raise to the level of should be allowed to be like punishment by the public. And I think people will be a lot more scared to commit those type of crimes. Because yeah, I think the vast majority of people agree, right? Like bedroom at home now. No, I don't really do the home tour thing because my kids' rooms and stuff are there. And I mentioned before, I try to keep them off stream as much as possible. Yeah, but that stuff like Yeah, the whole Epstein thing is just people aren't mad enough. There's not enough happening. Like, to me, the second that all that came out, gone. Should be gone. He should be out. As soon as they said there was like a confirmed person that said that they were sexually assaulted by the president, that's it. Should be no more discussion. He should be out. I don't care about legalities. Yeah, I keep them private, exactly, as much as I can. My big girl likes to come down and hang out with me, and I don't want her to see me streaming as like a super negative thing. So sometimes I just let her come down and like play around, and she'll pop in and say hi, but I always try to keep her off as much as possible. Yeah, so I don't know. That's my take on it. And the fact that it's not that is crazy to me. The fact that he was able to stay in power, and then whatever, they talked to her, and now the lawyers paid her off and stuff like that, or paid her hush money, or they like came to agreement on the side, is crazy. I'm not quite sure what's going on with Albin here. Trying to post shorts. Awesome. What are you trying to post in your shorts? It's funny. I find like different things work for shorts that you're not expecting. You got to kind of put out. If you ever heard of the guy named Higher Up Wellness, he talks about it a lot, where he's like, just record something 10 minutes a day and try to put it out there, because you never know what's going to hit or what's going to land. And it's true. Like, I've done some shorts related to God. Nice. I'll check them out. Yeah. And I find that it's true. Like, sometimes I'll put out a short that in my mind, I'm like, this is going to be a banger. People are going to love this. I think it's really cool. Gets like 300 views, like 2 likes. But then I'll put out something that like totally random, sitting in my car, had a thought, and I'll just post that. Gets like 1.3K views, like 15 likes, bunch of comments. So you never know what's going to land, right? So that's just a little piece of short advice. Just whatever you're thinking, sometimes it's good just to record it, send it out in the world, and see what people think, right? Copyrights? Yeah. Yeah, that's why I try to do all my short stuff, original ideas, clips from my live now. Like, I do thoughts in my car is one thing I do a bit. Do kind of like funny, trendy. Sometimes I'll pick up a trend that's happening right now that some people are doing, and I'll do it if I think I can do it just as funny or whatever. Because I feel like sometimes my viewers want to see, Yeah, how do you do that? Oh, there we go. Got it. Okay. Timeout. There you go. Done. Thanks for the suggestion. I appreciate that, Senator. I see I'm new to this too, so like some of the stuff I won't really know what's going on. You have to, Brandon Jack, what's going on? Thanks for being here, buddy. Just getting our last cardio of the weekend. Then we rest for today, and we're back at the cut starting tomorrow. Thanks for being here, man. How's your Sunday going? We're already in our last like 7 minutes this year. As you guys see, this 30 minutes goes by quick when you're talking, having fun, hanging out. Nice. On the trampoline watching live. That's a skill. Multi-skilled athlete. Yeah, so by the end of this, we'll have about 30 minutes in, 3,000 to 4,000 steps. getting my cardio in. Hey, that's it, man. That's all that matters. Same here. However you got to do it, you just do it, right? And yeah, it's awesome. Good for you, man. Yeah, by the end of this, we'll have 30 minutes in, 3,000 to 4,000 steps. Good start to the day. And then, and went on a bike ride and swimming. Nice. So it must be warm where you're at. You can get a swim in. That's one thing. One day, if I ever make it, I would like to have a pool and yeah, do some swimming daily. That would be, I've always liked swimming. I just, we don't have a pool. We have to go to like the local rec center and stuff. And then it's cold here 6-7 months of the year. So, but all in good fun. But Sinner, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What does the rest of the world think of the whole Epstein thing? Seems like everywhere else in the world is prosecuting people that had a significant role in those files. I love Long Tour. Nice. Long tour, like long, like tour bike riding. Yes, a pool. Yeah, hopefully, baby, one day. Yeah, it'd be nice to wake up and go for a swim as your cardio. It's pretty sweet. Things everyone knows the truth, but no one is taking action on it. Yeah, right. That's I think that's what's affecting. Honestly, I was talking about it this week with my friends that I feel like, hey, my wife, I don't know, I just feel off. I feel like really down on kind of the world in general. And I think that's a big part of it. That some of the stuff you're seeing, these I don't know, globalist elites, whatever you want to call them, getting away with. And how much you see the regular population just distracted by other nonsense is crazy to me. Not being held accountable for any of it. I don't know. It's kind of sad, man, to be honest. Seeing some of the other governments like the UK prosecuting, I think it was Sweden, prosecuted their ex-prime minister or one of their ex-governors. I think there's a few places here and there that are holding people accountable, which is nice to see, but not very many, not as much as I would have liked. 100%. That's it. That's what I was trying to say earlier. Yeah. It's hand them over to the regular population. Especially the people with a good moral compass that know that women and children are off limits, right? It's a pretty simple principle. It's bad when, I don't know how much you guys know about criminals in jail in North America. But when you go to jail in North America, I've never been, but when you go, criminals check people's papers, and if you've done crimes against women, crimes against kids, you're ostracized, you're beaten, and it's a real tough life for you, as it should be. And when criminals have a better moral compass than the government and the people in power, something's wrong, right? You know what I mean? And yeah, they need to be handed over to people that understand that women and kids are off limits, right? That's my opinion. But the fact they can just start a stupid war or have someone sit in front of Congress and just well, the Dow is over 50,000, which makes no sense to what they're talking about. And people are distracted by that enough to not pay attention to the thing that really matters. But public was fed up of justice, so public took the justice into their hands. And now everything is yeah. See, I think there comes a point, where something's gotta give. Here's the whole Michael Jackson thing, right? Crazy. It's been decades. People have been pushing this narrative that he's some kind of pedo and terrible guy and whatever, and only to find out he was the one that wasn't. He was the one that was trying to help these kids as much as he could. And then people just affected his public persona with just mountains of money being thrown into like a smear campaign against him. Is crazy. Sad. All right, so we're just about to hit the 30 minutes here, guys. So appreciate y'all hanging out. Good topics of convo. Lots of love, guys. Thanks for being here. Sorry, this thing sounds like it's gonna explode. But yeah, lots of love, guys. Have a great Sunday, great day of rest. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the first full weight, full difficulty cut session. And yeah, that's it. Again, check out all the socials. Appreciate you all very, very much. Take it easy. Have a good rest of your Sunday. Love you guys too.